I think there are various aspects in the climate scenario actually. It's not just one aspect of environment only. It's the ecosystem complete. Like for example, the soil health matters, the animal health matters, the vegetation climate matters. So you need a consolidated concept on how to be able to address these problems. Because if you address one of the problem, then you are not able to solve the complete solution that is required. So what we are planning to do through this is, in fact, we want to look at every single aspect of life that is critical for survival instinct. And that is where I believe that the planetary health perspective is being put forth as one of the key aspect of it. And every biotech innovation, the end of life cycle should be very clearly determined. See, all the problem in the material world with such complex what we come up with is we don't have an end of life cycle for anything to be identified. Even most simplistic, what I tell an example is of cloth. If you look at, what do I do with the cloth? The cloth used to be produced, thinking that, you will, that you only need it. Yeah. Now it is not an essential, it's now a commodity. Now you buy 50, even after you have 50 more of them in your closet actually, and you don't know what to do with it. And eventually, if you have billion people, and with billion people you have billion into 50 cloth, then you have to worry about these kind of problems. So I think you require complete end-to-end cycle. You require how to make use of the materials that are being produced. You decrease the amount of waste, and you obviously take care of your environmental problems actually. And that's where the embedded, so it's a kind of policy that looks after all these kind of challenges. I think, for example, precision medicine, if you really take an example of precision medicine today. Today, the precision medicine is all about how well we can, in a precise manner, treat an individual such that it's not going to be, harmful for other aspects of life actually. Now, precision oncology or precision genomic health or whatever we talk about, all these aspects actually, it's just maturing to a stage where it's going to be transformative for human life. But to be able to do that, one needs to find Indian genomic data actually. One needs to be able to understand what is the Indian genome architecture is. And that's where Department of Biotechnology has done with all across the country. We've been able to do 10,000 genomes using 72 populations that are present in our country. In fact, that data will be available at the end of the year for people to make use of them and to start. And I think this is a huge opportunity for our country. We have this enormous diversity, enormous genetic pools, enormous amount of diseases. Only the precision medicine point of view will come in only when India will start doing this, and the cost of the product will come down, the cost of the CAR T cells will come down, and cost of gene therapy will come down. And I really believe that that's where the biotech is going to play an enormous amount of role to come. I think Department of Biotechnology has been working with across the world in all innovation space actually. For example, one of our major program has been with Wellcome Trust for creating capacity and capability, which is called India Alliance program actually. It has been one of the flagship program which has created people, because first you need good quality people, then you need good quality infrastructure, and then you need innovation on the top of it. We've done first two really well in last 75 years of the country actually. The innovation component we are bringing in from the startups and be able to do this. And therefore we are working with all across the world, various partners, and of course, because of the Department of Biotechnology, we work at the government level, G2G level. But we have BIRAC, which is a Section 8 company, which works all across every other ecosystem, including various pharmaceutical companies and startups actually. I think this is the only model that will work actually. I mean, we cannot stay aloof and say government can take all the challenges or private can do it. I think public-private partnership is the key to it. The really challenge is how do we put these dots together such that they all feel comfortable with each other actually. And I think with growing innovation capacity in the vaccine industry that we have seen and grown in Mission COVID Suraksha time, where the capacity of our industry grew like 5 times, and nobody can match us in the world right now, to be very frank, with the kind of capacity we have. It happened because government supported these companies actually. And that was a COVID time, and we do very well in war times, and the peace time can be replicated is what we really need to look at actually. But I think there is enormous confidence, and the confidence tells you that we will be able to do it well.